stars, and that's who we are. We are voices. There's nothing to fear. Explode in your rear. Feel our voices.
Here we are.
Coming from the Star Wars, motherfucking Star Wars.
Motherfuckers! Yep.
Yeah, come on, you'll be Jay-Z and I'll be the dick from Linkin Park.
Oh, no, dude, because I don't have my glasses on.
Oh.
Oh, shit. You know what, though? It's so funny. Speaking of Jay-Z, today in the car on the way to work, I heard, is it called Drunken Love?
I don't know.
It's Beyonce and Jay-Z, and I gotta tell you something about that girl. She sings off the beat. It's weird, and it's kind of good, but and then it's Jay-Z, and you're just like, the fuck, yeah, fuck it. And not Jay-Z, it's Beyonce. So you're like, shut up, I'm not gonna listen to this. I don't want to hate on. I don't want to hate. You know, I don't want to hate on anything.
Well, all right.
You know, speaking of hating on stuff, dude, speaking of hating on stuff, and I'm not. This is not segueing. This is just me being flat out genius. This whole day is dedicated to like the prequels, the sequels, and love, and the feelings, and yada yada. Have you not noticed that everyone who comes up to you being a Star Wars person, you know, because you want like Star Wars yo-yos, Star Wars erasers, that there's a gift stationery, yeah. Coats, anything that anything you wouldn't use anyway. If you print Star Wars on it, and motherfucker, he wants that shit. But like,
your house needs this. No,
yes. People, because I'm a Star Wars guy, people will come up and go, how do you feel about those sequels coming out?
Yeah.
But they always kind of bring it up as though it's like they're how do you feel about them sequels? Really? Yeah.
Right.
You the sequels, huh?
Yeah, they're tiptoeing, but
it's like they
kind of
want
confrontational.
They want to hear me, and from my perspective, they want to hear me go, "Oh, stupid." I'm already hating on them.
Yeah.
Dude, and I just don't know.
Nobody knows. That's the thing. When I tell everyone, and they're always coming like, you know, Disney's gonna ruin it, right? It's Disney. They're gonna put Aladdin in a Chewbacca suit and all these crazy, wild claims. I'm like,
yeah.
Maybe you forgot about things like they did have the sense to acquire Pixar a long time ago, and that pretty much changed how they did business.
Right.
And then there's these Marvel movies. Maybe you heard of them, like Avengers, something, things like that. I don't know, but yeah, you know, they weren't in the box office for very long, so they must not know what they're doing with other people's property. The more I think about it, the more stoked I am for these movies. Yeah. And everything, JJ getting like strong arm to sign on, and getting the writer from the last two movies, original trilogy movies, and they just put out that picture of like the first official meeting in London.
Right.
You know, things are happening and people are getting together.
Things are happening.
It's crazy. People are speculating, but it doesn't mean anything. They were like, I mean, I was just preparing for the show. I put on episode 2 when we were going to do the commentaries, and I was thinking about, like, you know, we don't necessarily know a lot of the actors involved, but, you know, they were hiring people that, you know, like in Australia, their names, like, this is a major stage actress, this is this person. So it's interesting because it's like you're getting for the prequels, you're getting a really talented, skilled performer. So before you see the movie, you're like, oh, she's going to be very important. And it just turns out she's Zam Wessel. She's a bounty hunter. She shows up. She dies. She's actually a pretty stupid character. And there you go. So we don't know what's going to happen. We know.
Rick
Han,
Olay.
Luke, Rick Olay. Oh my God! Me and Joel, we just talked about how cool Rick Olay is going to be, and he was so real. He was a bald guy in Star Wars. We're like, this guy's going to be great.
Yeah. And he just wasn't in Star Wars.
Yeah. He made some weird faces. He told Anakin, "It's like, yeah, you're pretty smart." It's weird, dumb voice. I mean,
yeah,
that's it. So everything's in the air. Everything is just up to speculation, and it's like they're showing us so much, but none of it means anything. So therefore, they're really not showing us anything, and I just think that's great. They're just showing us that stuff is happening.
right.
You know, there's a circular thing in the desert. Ooh, it's this. It's an escape pod. It's an ad foot. It's a set design. It's a new hovercraft. Something. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is exciting. It's exciting, and it means that like we're gonna go to more celebrations, and they're gonna mean something. We're gonna be celebrating something. We've got 3 more.
Right.
You know, and that's cool if that's what you want. Like if you want more Star Wars, you're getting it, and that means 3 more movies. I know this is lame. I shouldn't say this, but 3 more movies worth of figures. You know.
Yeah.
And there's 3 more opportunities for something really, really cool to like just make you love it. Like I will say, like reading all of the Clone Republic Commandos things, those films made me want to watch Attack of the Clones way more with more fervor. And it basically took my receptors, and it was like, get in there and look further and look deeper. And I know I brought this up on the show before, but like the whole like the fingerprints on the ships coming into Coruscant. Those they were smeary fingerprints from like the on the
glass.
And not just the glass, but actually on the ship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at it. They look as though you've touched something chrome with like oil on your fingers, like with your fingers, like you bet oils. And they had like a pink or yellowish kind of thing smeared to them. They had those, and I remember thinking to myself, like, this story could kind of go in any direction, but it was those beautiful, teeny, tiny little things that just like they charged me through a couple of years. And maybe that's like saying, wow, you got some low-ass standards. But so what? I got some low-ass standards. Would you rather take a girl out that's impressed with just anything, and she's just going to have a good time even if you take jam a burger down your throat before you bounce off of your lap? That's a good date.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to have fries with you because you're a fucking cool guy. You know what? I want to see your movie because it's going to be really pretty. It might be stupid, but who cares? Fucking pretty movie.
Yeah. And it's not all horrible. I mean, there's still so much to appreciate in the OT. And, you know, the official word has come down, listeners and watchers, if you haven't gotten the news. But the EU cuts off at Jedi, which means, love it or hate it, the prequels happen. We're stuck with it. So make the best of it.
You know what? I gotta say, there's something about there's something about when you're in a band, you're suddenly valid when you've signed with a record label.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in comics, you're suddenly valid when you're hanging out with some douchebag who works at Top Shelf. You know what I mean? Like, oh my boyfriend works at Top Shelf. He answers the phones. Well, my book is valid. Yeah, you are right. They validated those films by like yanking the whole EU out of the universe.
Yeah, you're right.
But you know what? It is what it is, and that's what you got. Boom.
And again, it's not all bad. You don't have to love everything. No. So again, like the thing I prefer to watch, y'all, is the Phantom edits. So if I need some prequel injection, because there's still so much to love, especially the clones. So when I need to go back to that, I'll probably pull out those versions because those cuts work for me.
And they're quicker.
A little bit. little bit faster. It's not like they by taking out all the crap. The episode 1's now a half hour, but and yeah, they go a little bit quicker. There's just like a lot of things that really bug you, just don't bug you as much because they're not there, and it flows better. So I can deal with that. I don't want to throw it all away. I don't want to throw away the Jedi. I don't want to throw away Jango Fett. I love Camino. I love these places. I love seeing Watto in when his heyday and when he's down and out. So it's all cool, but lots of other things just could have been a lot better. Dialogue.
Well, I think that you know what? I think when you see you know what you've done, and then you've tried to do it again, and you fail, and you see what you did. You've got a much wider scope, and I feel as though this film, the films coming up, I think this is going to sound like old Mike. You know what? With these films, they know they have to be cool.
No, but you got a point, because in a way, Lucas, the creator, doing the kind of job he did, and the controversy around it with fans and people who used to be fans till they saw the prequels.
Right.
In a way, that heat is off of Disney.
Right.
Good point.
Yeah, they have to be. Yeah, he's already done it. He's already done it. Like, they can bounce in there with anything, and it can just, if it's as long as it's cool, right on. But guess what, man? All it's ever had to be was cool.
In a way, I mean, I wish it was that simple, because you do have to. Like, one could argue that Lucas just did stuff that he thought was cool, and he did. He got in his Art Deco and his Buck Rogers ships and his love story and his story of politics and everything he could think of shoved into these movies. Right. And it doesn't necessarily work, but because he's already done that and ham-handed that job, everybody knows what not to do.
Right.
So it isn't just like, these worked, we can just stick a name on it and shove it out the door. But it isn't also, I don't think it's just going to be like, these worked, let's just take the formula and do that. Because that's kind of what he was doing. So I think we can get a more original story with new characters and avoid a lot of those, like a lot of those pitfalls just aren't even going to be there. I'm no longer worried about dialogue. Like dialogue that really gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ugh. God, yeah, I'm excited.
I am too. I am excited. I'm excited for something positive, and I'm excited for the moments.
Yes.
I'm excited for the moments. I know my friends out there who feel excitement when they're near. It doesn't have to be focused. It doesn't have to be anyone in particular. It doesn't have to be excitement that's directed in one particular thing. I know that people who love lights, people who love things that sparkle, guess what? It's going to at least do that. And you're going to go to a show one night and there's going to be hundreds of people in line and some people are not going to get in and there's going to be assholes dressed like whatever and there's going to be that music again and there's going to be the scrolls again and they're all brand new and it's for a new generation, but you are still here to see it, Yeah. Like, that's important. Like, this is the third generation of films and you're still here. To do this, and how lucky are you that this is part of your history, and it's going to be someone else's going forward, and you were there at the beginning. You've been there at the beginning of all of them, and like, we're the best. We are the best.
It's cool for us who have been there since the beginning, and it's cool for people who grew up, with maybe they grew up with VHS tapes, but then the prequels came out, and it was their time.
Right.
So they locked on, and no matter what they thought of the prequels going forward, now guess what? When these come out, they're going to be grown-ups. They may have kids, but either way, now that they're back where we were, with something to look forward to, and so much that's cool that has already happened. So I mean, this wealth of this world, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be a Star Wars fan.
Yes, it's always been. Even when we shat on it, because like again, we were the flame that burns brightest, man, and you just can't go forever.
Yeah. But hey, I got a friend who just got married to a girl that broke his heart 2 years ago, and on the edge of them being married. So never say never.
Right.
You know, the love is still here. It's deep, but it's here.
Yeah, it is.
That's right. Cool. Well, cool. So we'll be back tomorrow with more 4th Star Wars love.
Yes, we will. However,
however,
all you want to know about VOR can be found at the motherfucking VORradio.com, bitches. Here I'm cursing, and I write a kid's book. And we do want to hear from you. And we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you so bad. So every now and again, if you feel like penning a nice email, you know, a letter. We could not only be your podcast, we could be your pen pals.
Totally, just like prison.
Just like prison. So send me pictures of big.
Yeah, send us cigarettes and
cigarettes.
Files encased in soap.
Exactly. Voiceofrep@gmail.com. It's just, it's voiceofrep@gmail.com. Voiceofrep@gmail.com. And if you want to call us, we want you to talk to us. We want you to be succinct. We want you to speak clearly. We want you to articulate. We don't want no ums and ahs. Please give us a call at 407-409-8749. We used to say a 2-minute limit, but Ed in the last show said 2.5 to 3 minute. Just watch what it is that you say. I run on. It gets old. So don't do that. We listen to these things. I think that you know it. We do it in the last day of the Voice of the Republic week. We reply to them. If you ask Mr. Goff, we'll talk about your shit. You will put it in front of us, and we'll look at it. We'll pick through it. We'll figure out what it is that we like the most or hate the most, and we will say things about it and embarrass you and love you. But please give us something. And we are also on iTunes. And you can go there and you can do things that you do when you go to iTunes.
Yeah, leave a comment. Let us know what's going on. Leave a comment.
Yes, no matter what it is that you do, put a comment in. I don't care if you comment on how epic the back of Led Zeppelin 3 is, or my REM picture disc given to me in the year 2001 as a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think about that, but put it on that damn comment line. That keeps us here.
Yeah.
It gives us what we need to give you what we have.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. Really quick, speaking of love, we've got, you don't have to listen live, but Veronica's hanging out, so she's doing, she's tweeting. She's live tweeting. So first up, whoa, Ed's in a baseball hat, which, yeah, it's very unusual. Special occasion. It's great because it's totally out of context. One of you is going to give me a baby. I don't remember when we said we were going to give her a baby.
No, one of us owes her a drawing, like a son bitch.
Oh, that would be me.
Oh, I thought I owe her the drawing. I know I owe her.
I guess we both owe her babies.
Oh, you get to do the baby one?
I don't know. And she says, "Hey Tracy." Tracy is lovely as she cruises by in the background.
I'm gonna let her know. She's gonna love that.
It's they're just girls.
They're just girls doing the girly ass things.
Right.
Oh, that's cool, Veronica. Hello, baby.
She's the best. She's the best.
I'm gonna get you that drawing. I promise. Oh my God, I gotta never stop drawing.
Never stops.
All right.
Let's get out of here. We'll be back tomorrow for the 4th, and May the 4th
be with
that ass.
That's right. This is my dance. It's boxing me in. The box is getting smaller, and the box is getting smaller.